Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're joining us for this lunch and learn. My name's Rebecca Chaplin, and I serve with AARP North Carolina. Our mission statement is to empower people to choose how they live as they age. And as I think all of us know, empowerment can only really happen when we feel good. When we feel good and we feel healthy, strong, confident, we're able to do the things that are important to us in life. So today we're going to talk about a really great topic of how we can empower ourselves to live a healthier, happier life through health promotion programs. I have an especially warm place in my heart for these evidence based health promotion programs because I've been a part of them. And I know the life changing difference they can make as both a volunteer, a leader, and as a participant. So I'm delighted today to be joined with some of my colleagues and friends. If you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, I want you to know that you can comment. This is an event where we can interact with you live. So if you have questions for any of our speakers, I'm going to invite you to type those right into the comment section. They can either be below the video that you're viewing or to the right of the video that you're viewing. So please comment live, say hi to us right now if you're watching, and I am pleased to now join my colleague, Morgan. Hold on just a second. She is coming right in here. There we go. Hi, Morgan. Tell
Hi.
us a little bit about the Healthy Aging Network and the relationship to these evidence based health promotion programs.
I would love to. Thanks, Rebecca. Like Rebecca said, my name is Morgan Wilson. I am a project specialist for the North Carolina Center for Health and Wellness that's located at UNC Asheville, where I primarily support the Healthy Aging NC initiative. Healthy Aging NC is North Carolina's statewide resource center for evidence-based health promotion programs. We work to connect people to programs and agencies that improve community health. We work to increase capacity of providers to offer these programs. We maintain a website that has current info and registration systems, and we collect and analyze data to report out. We support programs like A Matter of Balance, Walk with Ease, Tai Chi for fall prevention and arthritis, and living healthy programs, which include chronic disease, chronic pain, and diabetes self-management programs. I'm excited to be here today and listen and learn about about what it means to become a leader in your local community of an evidence-based health promotion program. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn it back over to Rebecca. And please feel free to ask any questions or comments in the chat. I will be here. Thanks, Rebecca.
Great. Awesome. Yes, thank you. And, we use the terminology evidence based health promotion program a lot in this field. And that's a mouthful. But, Morgan, can you tell us for a minute, what does that really mean to the consumer, to the participant? What's the value of something being evidence based?
That's a great question. The value of something being evidence-based means it's tried and true. It's been researched, it's been tested to show proven results that can improve your health and well-being. These classes have been academically researched, they've been trialed and run through and practiced, and the leaders that learn this program are given the tools and the resources necessary to make the class a success. And what it means to be an evidence-based health promotion program leader is to lead something that is valuable and meaningful to your communities and that can continue on for a long time.
Awesome. Well, I know I put you on the spot with that question, but I think it's important for people to know that one of the values I see in evidence-based health promotion is that the leader themselves, they don't have to be an expert. The leader of a Matter of Balance class doesn't have to be an expert in or be a physical therapist, for example, because all of the content has been researched. So that part has been done for us. And leaders, community members can be trained to follow the content and they can know they're delivering that sort of valuable model. Well, let's hop right in and talk about one of the first programs that we're going to discuss today, and that is the Walk with Ease program. And I am joined by my colleague Bria Kirkendall. Did I get that right, Bria?
You did. It's a mouthful, but you did great.
Great, great, great. Well, Walk with Ease, tell us what this program is about. Just share kind of the big picture perspective, Bria.
Absolutely, and thank you for the opportunity. Walk with Ease is a program that combines self-paced walks with discussions about health-related topics. It is an arthritis foundation program, and
Cool.
it has been proven to reduce the pain of arthritis and improve overall health. So whether you need relief from arthritis pain or you just want to be more active, this 6-week Walk with Ease program can teach you how to safely make physical activity part of your everyday life. And it includes when you do the program, you get a guidebook and a walking schedule that just helps you make safe movements towards better health.
Wow, sounds like a good place to start. It sounds
Yeah.
like the program is like it sounds.
It really is. It's exactly what it sounds. And currently, there's two formats. There's the self-guided format where folks can do that on their own. They can
Okay.
purchase the guidebook from the Arthritis Foundation, and it gives them all the steps they need to develop a plan, stay motivated, manage pain, and learn to exercise safely. So, there's that option. And then there's also the community option, which is the more traditional option where folks meet 3 times a week for 6 weeks. There's trained sessions by the leaders, pre-walk discussions that cover specified topics related to arthritis, and then a 10 to 40-minute walk, depending on the group. And that also includes a warm up and a cool down.
Wow. That
Yeah,
sounds very comprehensive. So,
but
is
easy.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is easy. So if people wanted to get involved with a Walk with Ease program, maybe as a participant or as a leader, what is that like? How does somebody get involved?
Well, there, like I said, there is the self-guided option, and that can be accessed through the Arthritis Foundation or through Healthy Aging NC. And we're hoping in our region to have the program starting back up in September in a live sort of format. But you're depending on what region you're in, you may want to contact them, and of course, the Healthy Aging NC network would help them as well.
Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to ask Morgan to type in that URL for the Healthy Aging Network into the private chat for us so that I can then show people that so they know where to go to get more information. And remind us about the region that you serve, Freya.
Yes, I'm in Region B, the Land of Sky Regional Council. We service Buncombe, Henderson, Madison, and Transylvania counties.
Super. Okay. Well, I think before we move on to the next individual, we're going to just talk a little bit about what it's like to be a Walk with Ease leader. And I am fortunate that I've been a Walk with Ease leader. And I remember going to the First Baptist Church in Weaverville and leading Walk with Ease programs. And what I loved about it was that I got outside with people. So there's this way of connecting with people when you're outside exercising that seems really personal, intimate, like you have conversations while you're walking. And I really appreciated the connection I got with people. But also, as a leader, it got me moving and it taught me the value of the warm up and the cool down. And I think that's something that many of us forget. So I really appreciate that as one of my favorite evidence based health promotion programs. Although I don't really have favorites, they're all great.
That's so encouraging. I haven't myself led a group yet, so I am looking forward to that. And it's good to know that we can get both community and exercise all at a walking pace. It's really great.
Yes. Well, I look forward to your first Walk with Ease class. Let's move now, and we are going to bring in my colleague, Amber Chapman.
Hi.
Hi, Amber. And I know Amber planned to have one of her lead volunteers today with her, but she's going to cover it, talking a little bit more about the Tai Chi for Arthritis program. Tell us about it, Amber.
Yeah, so the Tai Chi for arthritis and fall prevention is a really unique program. It's usually 2 times a week for 10 weeks, an hour each session. And we progressively move and learn about balance and stress relief and weight shifting. And all of the movements are really slow and they flow. And so you have folks in the class who have taken it 3 or 4 times and folks who have just started. So it's really comprehensive and you can start at a beginner level. We have a lot of people who don't even know what it is and end up loving it and taking the class multiple times. So it focuses on those 3 things: the balance, the weight shift, also learning how to breathe properly, making sure we're getting those deep breaths. and learning how to connect our mind to our body.
Oh, wow. I feel more calm already just hearing
Yeah,
you talk
it's
about.
very, very calming.
So, why are the elements that you brought forward important for fall prevention?
Yeah. So, firstly, balance, right? We all need to know where our weight is. We get so used to just walking and not really paying attention, which can result in a lot of falls, especially if we're not paying attention to the type of terrain that we're walking on or how our feet feel. Looking at how to go downstairs properly because we can feel that weight. But also connecting that mind and body, being aware of where your feet are going and where your weight is, where your arms are. All of these things help with fall prevention.
That's awesome. So again, there's this value to the leader and to the participants because everybody's practicing and becoming more mindful. Um,
Absolutely.
do you have anything to share about how one becomes a leader in Tai Chi for arthritis?
Yeah, so usually you go through a 2-day training
Hmm.
where they teach you how to teach Tai Chi, but also the movements, all the ins and outs. It can be really intricate, but it's a wealth of knowledge. And you leave feeling like you really have a handle on this and you're excited to teach other people about it. And you kind of create this community of not only leaders, but participants who are passionate and excited about Tai Chi. And the leader, the volunteer who is going to be with me, he has been teaching for multiple years. And the cool thing is that once you take the first Tai Chi class, we have multiple levels that you can move up to. So you can constantly learn new things. So he's been a great, great leader for Tai Chi in our county. And he's been really excited about it. So yeah, you create that community and you're constantly learning. It never ends. The education never ends.
Oh, that is so exciting. So this program is offered through everywhere in North Carolina, right? Wherever you live, you can find your area agency on aging and you could connect with a program. Tell us about what your region includes again, which region you serve.
Yeah, so we're in the high country. So we serve Allegheny, Avery, Ashe, Mitchell, Wilkes, and Watauga, and Yancey. So
All
7
right.
counties.
Wow, you've got a big job.
Yes, but it's worth it, and anyone can become a leader.
Well, thank you for sharing more with us about the Tai Chi for Arthritis program. I know you'll be back when we do our little panel discussion.
Absolutely.
And I want to remind everybody that you can join us by asking questions at any point, and we would love to take your questions about any of these programs. Well, next we get to talk about another wonderful program, and that is a matter of balance. And I am going to invite Travis and Sarah to join here, and we are just going to tell us more about what is a matter of balance. Travis, why don't you start?
Absolutely. Yeah. So, A Matter of Balance is a program that's focused on helping individuals find their footing, no pun intended, in terms of what not just flexibility, but also learning some education around fall prevention. So, it really is a good wedding of both some flexibility, muscular training, but also that knowledge base around making them more comfortable in their own home.
That's pretty cool. And so I see here that you work with Blue Ridge Hope. Tell us more about how this community-based program works for you as a professional.
Absolutely. What we do is we offer it in the community. We offer it in Polk County, Rutherford County, Cleveland County, and McDowell County. And what we love most about it is because when I see these individuals coming together, there's two things that happen. One of the things that happens is they get the education, they feel safer. But what I love most is seeing how they form community with each other. That's the beautiful thing for me. I mean, we've had so many participants who've become lifelong friends now and walk with each other every day. So we see some beautiful connections, and that's what gets me excited as a provider. Is not just that people can feel more comfortable, which is very important, but we actually develop community along the way that gives them a exercise buddy.
Wow, I love that. That sounds exciting to be a part of. And Sarah, from your perspective with the Area Agency on Aging, tell us more about, how a matter of balance fits into your suite of evidence-based programs and how somebody can learn more or become a leader.
Absolutely. Just like Travis, we go out into the community. We often partner with senior centers, recreation departments, churches, civic groups, anyone that will have us. And we bring these the Matter of Balance program to the community for free. All the programs are free for the participant, and we bring it to them for 8 weeks or 4 weeks, depending on how they want it in the time frame. If it's 4 weeks, we do it twice a week. If it's 8 weeks, we do it once a week. Becoming a leader is just like the other programs. It's super easy. You will just attend an 8-hour workshop. Typically, that's broken up to 4 hours every 2 days. You will agree to teach 2 Matter of Balance workshops within 1 year of your certification. You can see those leader workshops at healthyagingnc.com, or you can reach out to your local area agency on aging to learn about upcoming trainings. It is suggested I'm sorry about that. It is suggested to mentor a Matter of Balance class before you lead your first, so that you can have a feel of what it's like. So oftentimes we have volunteers that have participated in a Matter of Balance workshop, and they love it so much they want to come back and share it with others.
Wow. Well, I think a Matter of Balance is one of those, they're all unique, but especially unique because it really works with those behaviors that people have. And it really helps people to think more mindfully about their thoughts and their behaviors. So, thank you for your great work. I mean, did you, our viewing audience, know that your area agency on aging has this wealth of expertise in these cool evidence based programs? So I'm going to say goodbye to Sarah and Travis for now, and we're going to move on to the next program that we want to talk about today, and that is going to be the living healthy with chronic pain. And I think, as many of us know, pain is a real issue that people experience and can be debilitating. So we are fortunate to have Danielle with us today to tell us a little bit about that program.
The Living Healthy with Chronic Pain, people come with all different kinds of pain. The class has less than 15 people in it, and we just learn a lot of different ways to deal with chronic pain, to make the person more self-motivated, empower them to help themselves, empower them to learn how to speak to their physician and improve the way they communicate with their physician, teach problem solving techniques for things that will help them with their pain. We look at how sleep, eating, breathing techniques, different things like that can help control your pain. So it's once a week for 6 weeks. And it's really good. As many as I have taught or facilitated, I find that I learn something each time, because you learn something from the group. And the group really grows together, and they help each other.
Oh, I appreciate you saying that, because it seems like the Stanford-based programs, the Living Healthy with Chronic Pain or Disease or Diabetes, really do have this special, unique component of, like, the wisdom is in the people.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah,
I prefer to have a larger group, because they do learn so much from each other, much more than they're going to learn from me. And, if you only have 2 or 3, then you just don't learn as much, from
yeah.
their experiences.
So I'm imagining you're getting back into in-person classes in the near future.
Yeah, we're
So
hoping to start this fall, to get them going again. And just like the others have said, we can do them anywhere, senior centers, churches, just wherever they ask us to go, we go, and it's free. And they all receive a book along with the training.
That is such a great program. And I think and that part of the reason we're doing this today is because, like, if you're watching this and maybe you're a member of a church or you're a member of a community group and you think this could be really great, just click share and share this video, or send somebody the link, because you have this incredible resource in your backyard. And I will put up the healthyagingnc.com website, so that this is where people can go to get get the contact information for everybody who's here today and find out more about upcoming programs and trainings or how to request a training. So thank you so much, Danielle, for the update on Living Healthy with Chronic Pain. It's an awesome program, and I really appreciate your service there.
You're welcome.
Yeah, cool. Well, I'm going to go ahead. We're doing the round robin today. We're going from program to program to program because we wanted to make this short, sweet, but give you lots of information. So next, we're going to talk a little bit about living healthy with chronic disease and living healthy with diabetes. And I get to welcome more friends and colleagues. Jeannie Matthews and Kim Crawford are joining us now to talk a little bit about these two living healthy programs. So I guess we'll start with you, Jeannie. Maybe the big picture over both living healthy and living healthy with diabetes. How are they connected? And just tell us more about the value that they offer.
Okay, great. The Living Healthy class, as you mentioned, Rebecca, is a suite of options from Stanford. And so we are trained in all three of those here in our region. So the chronic pain, the chronic disease, and the diabetes. So they are all 6 weeks, once a week classes that meet for about 2 hours in each class. And they really, like the chronic disease, Living Healthy with Chronic Disease class really kind of focuses on any kind of chronic condition. And we go over all of those wonderful tools that Danielle had shared, some in a little more detail than others. They're emphasized differently based on which program we're in. So, for instance, in the Living Healthy with Diabetes, there are diabetes-focused lessons there, some about carbohydrate counting, about testing your blood sugar, and those kinds of things. So that each one's a little different, even though they're structured all the same way.
Great. So, Jeannie, remind us again of the region that you serve.
I'm in Region A, so we're in the very far west tip of North Carolina. So I have Cherokee, Clay, Graham, Haywood, Jackson, Macon, Swain, and the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians.
Wow, you do have them. That's a big group, and I know that you work hard to encourage the coverage of that area. But you're always welcoming more leaders, right?
Oh, absolutely. We would love to have leaders in all of our counties. We need leaders to teach these classes.
Okay, yeah, they're regular people who teach these classes, and they're professionals. They can be both, really, the whole gamut. And Kim here is Kim Crawford is one of the leaders of these programs. Kim, tell us a little bit about like the programs you lead and where you lead them.
Well, we lead the chronic conditions and the chronic pain and the diabetes, 6 weeks, 2 hours a week, and like they've said, we will go anywhere. We'll do them out of our senior center, but if we get invited to a church group or a community center, we will gladly lead these groups there. They're usually small. We usually have like 6 to 10 people per group. And as it was mentioned before, the good thing about these we've found is the camaraderie. The people start sharing with each other and become friends, are able to help each other with their problems, their pain and disease. And it's open also to people who have a loved one that has chronic pain or conditions or diabetes. If your husband or spouse has partner has diabetes, you can attend the group to learn more about how to deal with the disease.
That's pretty cool to know that the caregiver is really included in the constellation of services. And, you know, as healthcare costs really just are skyrocketing, this is one of those things that people can do for themselves. What sort of results do you see, Kim, in people who go through the class?
Most of them come in knowing a lot more than I do, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. So we learn from each other. But the results mainly are just they leave with a way to advocate for themselves with their physicians and a way to just be more spoken to people about what it is they're dealing with. Most people they come in contact with have no idea what a chronic condition is or chronic pain, or most of the time even diabetes. So they have a voice for themselves after the classes.
Oh wow. I mean, you're really nailing the empowerment component that like if people can then move from there. And it always touched me. I think I was first introduced to this program when I lived in Canada before I even moved to North Carolina, and I was so taken by the people who were leading the program. They were people with a chronic disease leading a program for other people with chronic disease, and I thought to myself, like, boy, that's a way to make a problem into a solution. If we think that people with chronic conditions may be a problem, they're also a solution. They're like a key to helping other people in our community. So I feel like it's such a great resource. And a lot of people live with chronic conditions.
I
Yeah.
think that's another great thing about it, Rebecca, is that you we might feel alone sometimes, and when we get in these groups, we feel connected to other people. And I may have diabetes, and you may have lower back issues, but we still have the same feelings. Still can't do some of the same things. So you realize, I'm not really alone.
Mm. Yeah, that's great. Well, we have about 4 minutes left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in just some of the community leaders of the program. So we'll say bye to Jeannie, and I'm going to keep Kim here, and then we're also going to bring Travis back. We're going to bring Amber, and we're going to bring Danielle back. And just for these last couple of minutes, I'm curious if you can tell us more about what it's like to be a leader. Like, why would someone volunteer their time to be a part of this program? And I know some of you are professionals and you probably, you work it into your workday, and it's probably not one of those duties on your list of your assignments. So in that case, why do you value it enough to add it to your already busy lives? And since Kim, you had the floor last, if you wouldn't mind just starting with why you feel like it's important.
Um, I have felt like it was important because I live with people who experience chronic pain conditions and diabetes, all of the above. And just finding out and learning from other people in the community how my loved ones feel.
Mm-hmm.
I would volunteer definitely to do this again. Definitely. It's worth the time.
Mm, that's very encouraging. And Danielle, tell us a little bit about what the time commitment is if you are delivering one of these programs.
For the Living Healthy with Chronic Pain, it's once a week for 6 weeks for like 2.5 hours. And it really doesn't feel like 2.5 hours when you're in the middle of it. It goes by pretty quick. And it's so much of a group discussion in addition to you facilitating the information. Basically, we just kind of guide them through it. And so it's a very rewarding experience because you can see a very big difference from the first week to the last week with the participants and how they react with each other and their confidence level. They're talking about they're ready to go talk to their doctor, and they feel better about how to communicate and ask questions, and it's a really good experience to see the changes in them.
Mm. So you can like be the change you want to see in the world when you're volunteering with a program like this, like really see the impact you're making. Um, and Amber, let's talk a little bit about what the commitment's like to be a leader for Tai Chi for arthritis. Like, you mentioned the training, I think was 2 days, and then what happens? What sort of requirements are needed to be a leader?
Yeah, so you teach the class twice a week for 10 weeks, which is 20 hours. But here at the AAA, we're here to help you with anything that you need. If we need to be there to help support you or help lead you, or if you want to practice different moves, we're happy to do that. Similar to what Danielle said, it doesn't feel like an hour goes by. Everybody's having a great time and you're talking and enjoying and learning. So it really doesn't feel like 20 hours. Once you get done teaching a class, you're thinking about the next one that you want to teach.
Mm. Okay, that's great. And I think about like AARP relies heavily on volunteers. We are like a volunteer-centric organization, and but all of our duties are very customized. And some people just want to know, just send me to a place to do a thing. And evidence-based health promotion programs really have that, right? They have, and I think we can talk to Travis. You're all shaking your heads, but we'll talk to Travis about like when you show up, do you have everything you need to deliver that class, no matter who you are? Tell us more about the lived experience, Travis.
Absolutely. When you get there to teach the class, excuse me, you have what you need. I mean, you've been trained well, you have the workbooks, you have everything. Like, for example, a matter of balance gives you a check sheet for that you just check off before class. So you're good to go. Mm-hmm. When you go and show up for these classes, there's really no guesswork. It's simple.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, I know that the AAA staff make it easy for volunteers to be successful, and I have seen that in action. And they need people like you. So I am gonna. We're at the half hour. I'm gonna stick to our time frame, and I'm gonna thank each of you for being here with us today to share important message about how people can access these programs. So thank you to everyone. I'm just gonna bring everybody in real quick so you can just see all these faces. We'll add Bria back to the mix. We'll add Jeannie. Here's Sarah, and here is Morgan. We are a 9 square. I hope I have everybody here. I'm going to remind you about the website that you can go to. These are your community leaders that can help you find the resources. Thanks for joining us today. Bye-bye, everyone.